This is Richard Gamba. He lived in the village of New York his whole life.
My name is Richard Gamba. I lived in the village all my life.
My question for you, sir, is how have you seen the village change through the years?
How have I seen the village change?
Yeah.
That's a great question. They used to have a little white laundromat around the corner. It was a horse and wagon. The name of the horse was Blackie. I never forget him. We were riding down Sullivan Street. I was about 12 years old, something like that. And I used to deliver laundry to the 5th floor, wet laundry. Up to the 5th floor, and the woman wasn't home, and I had to take it down and had to go back. And then when I took it up the 3rd time, she gave me 5 cents. And I was so happy with that 5 cents because the subway on Spring Street was 5 cents. And I used to ride back and forth from Coney Island to New York for almost an hour without getting off the train. The people were nice. And then one time, during the winter time, I liked the job. I used to work after school. And I was riding the horse, and he was teaching me how to ride Blackie. And I gave the reins to my friend, the owner. And he took the horse, giddy up. And I said, don't ride him so much. It's snowing on the ground. So as he was riding on Sullivan, the horse slipped and went into the manhole cover. They had to take him out with a crane. See? They had to take this horse out with a crane. And it was amazing that the horse didn't break his leg, that they had to kill Blackie, because I really love Blackie. I used to go to the stable to groom him up, and I used to hop. As soon as I used to come in, he used to see me, and he used to put up his tail. And I loved Blackie. But one day he was old, and he passed away, and they used him for horse meat, I believe. They used him for horse meat. The people, how are you doing today? Is your mother all right? Is your father all right? And they were concerned. Then they used to have these old mustache Pete's sitting along. Hey, how's your family? You're good to boy? You're good to school? Yeah, I'm a good boy. Don't lie. I find out everything. But people were concerned. The streets were clean. There was only 2 cars on the street. And if a family had a car, they said, what is your father? Big shot? What does he do for a living? But the cars were steel. Some rough times, but there was more family ties. The morals were cleaner. The people's thinking was cleaner. They had radio. Everybody used to sit around the radio. Gangbusters, and they all sat down, and they used to sit with eating. And the eating, they didn't throw away food today. Nobody had that cancer garbage today that you have food and they throw it out. My father says, you don't like this? We make the polenta. Tomorrow we eat it again. And they kept it for a week with the Quaker Oats and polenta. That's why I'm pretty solid. Today they got the can. You open the can, you throw it. What do you got? Soup, throw it up. Soup, this, chicken, freeze them. And it's nuts. That's why people are sick today. They never had cavities. We used to brush our teeth with Colgate was the best. Now they got fluoride, high too. I think I can walk around with this. I can't believe it. But other than that, nut factory, the guys used to give us nuts at Christmas time. Oh my God, we used to get turkeys. And I don't like to eat too much meat, but are you here again? Yeah, we used to get Christmas trees. If you catch this tree, you got it. Come on, I was a kid. Woo, I make sure I caught the tree. I used to run home and we decorate the tree. And one day my father come in, I thought it was Santa Claus. But it was my father. I was a kid. I pulled his beard. I say, Dad, what are you doing? You son of a bitch, he said, I know I can never fool. And what do you want from me? I'm too smart. And he hit me with the shoe and the beard. He took that. So I got a present and a beating. But he was good. One nun, she took a flip, and she said, congratulations to all my children today. But you 3 guys, meaning me, my cousin, and a friend of mine, the only job I'm going to see you with is guns in your hand. Now that wasn't nice for a nun. Used to sit around like the old bohemian type people. It was really nice. The people were sweet. Everything was nice. till they start putting in the people with the money. Now, this is a poor neighborhood. So now, the neighborhood, people think they're rich, and there's actually no money here, but there's a lot of robbing going around here, a lot of stealing. So the old days, we used to take the bats and boom, boom, and everything. But you see, I don't worry about this world. The next world, when we go in front of the big guy upstairs, don't worry. That's when you got to worry, not now. But while we're here, we should learn to help one another, come with each other's hearts, help each other with their problems. Don't always worry about the dollar, the dollar, the dollar. Because if you're like this, what good is the dollar? I know a lot of rich people that are lock-ins, and they're afraid to call on the phone for help. And that's not nice. It's such a beautiful world. Help the little children with the cancer. They got the cure for AIDS. They got the cure for cancer. Since I was a kid, I was a baby. My father used to say, don't touch this knob. It's going to give you cancer. I've been living with cancer for 60 years. I'm 60 years old. I got to worry about diseases now. It's a shame. Somebody says, why don't you go into driving a taxi cab from Tex Antoine? I see this guy. I said, he looks familiar, red hair. And I see him lift up his leg and give him a shot. And I thought it was him. I wasn't sure. So I says, listen, I don't want no junkies in my taxi cab. I'm very... Oh, he says, you don't know who I am? I said, no, Uncle Weatherby. I said, you don't look like Uncle Weatherby. Where's your mustache? Oh, Tex Antoine. But he was a nice guy. He gave me a $50 tip. And then after that, he was on television with that, when the girl got raped, and he says, if rape is inevitable, sit back and enjoy it. I had Sullivan in the taxi cab. He was cheap. He gave me a dime tip. Woo-hoo! I said, why don't you put me on the air? I said, we'll have some fun. But the best one was Burt Lancaster in that time. Burt Lancaster was the best. He was the greatest. And I wish I was the president of the United States. I'd have a party every night. But I'd make sure everybody's taken care of. Rich, poor, il buono, il brutto, il cattivo. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I will make sure everybody gets taken care of. Live nice. Little gardens for people to take care of their things. Nice neighbors. How are you, neighbor? Can I help you? Huh? Can I help you? Help the old people, the people that are shut-ins. They're afraid to go out in the street. They open with 7 locks. I open with 1 lock and a gun. Now, as soon as I open the door, I say, surprise, and they understand where I'm coming from. In the 60s, 70s, and when this Haight-Ashbury and all that shit come out, people start getting mean. And I said, what's going on here? What the hell's going on? Like I said before, Bohemian, we used to sit and have tables, take a drink, even to take a weed. I never smoked. The only thing I smoked was cigars. I was high with God. That's the man that made me high. I get up in the morning, hey, how you doing? I'm alive. Everybody's so, what's happening? So I don't know what's happening. I'm too young yet. We used to have beautiful shows like improvs, and we used to get on the stage, and there was the gay kids dressed as bisexual, or not dressed up as gays. Sad when you walk in the subway and they jostle you and they pickpocket you and they look to dish you, like the new words, this. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Hey, I'm not looking. How do you know I'm looking at you if you ain't looking at me? There was black, there was white, there was Chinese, everybody. Today, everybody looks for color. Color. Hey, everybody looks for color. It's a shame. Close your eyes and you don't know what color is. Be blind like I was for a week and you'll you'll say, my God, I love everybody. So if a person is in order and a person's right, you do right. But if a person's wrong, you say one or two things. Please, I got a headache, don't bother me today. Or get the hell out of here before I'll bust your ass. You have to be a gentleman. You have to keep yourself nice. If a person's nice, you're nice. If he's a pineapple, walk away. Unless he puts his hand on you, then you say, let's go. You know, years ago we used to fight. Come on, you don't like me for this, you little greaseball, you little gay. Come on, fight. Get up, man. Let's have a beer or here, let's go. We were friends. Today, excuse me, Hey, can I get a change of a dollar? What'd you say? They look at this, kill you, mug you. Go to the beach, they got the strings up with the behind. Years ago, they used to cover. When you're married, they used to, wait, honey, I got the towel. I don't want, today, what do you do, honey? This. There's no morals. They walk around, they're walking. See, Adam and Eve are supposed to be our parents, but they're going to be walking around with nothing. Another few years in the 20th century, 200, what is it? They're going to walk with nothing. Nothing, and then there's going to be no room for the imagination. Everybody's going to look like zombies, and they're going to, because you have to have some culture. If you don't have any class or culture, forget the number. You're a lost soul. You're going to be walking the beach for a long time. Okay? Now, excuse me a minute while I cigar. People that are sick, I wish you nothing but health. And the people that are blind, I wish you nothing but seeing again. And the people that are deaf, I wish nothing but hearing again. It's a beautiful world. And if that doesn't seem the way I feel to tell you, I can tell you 2 words, and I don't think I can say it on camera.
Say it.
Take a fucking walk and go fuck yourself. 1 or 2 others. But I'm not like that. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. Don't be a hump, and I won't hurt nobody. But other than that, can we take a break? Nothing like a good cigar.